How do Mime Artists? We've had the competition, we've had the new Marshadow stage, now it's time for everything else that's out this week. There's also the escalation battle. I'll probably mostly just be doing that on my own, but that's also out. There's some pretty good prizes you can get from that. But first up here, the one today is Cosmog for this week. It's a very easy stage. Take along any bunch of psychic type Pokemon. Take along Cosmog itself if you like. Could help a wee bit as well. Not a difficult stage. And when you've got something like Litwick on your team, you're not going to be able to lose to this stage. Even just doing the Litwick for the last move would no doubt. And there we go. Got one of the special prizes from that as well, which is very nice indeed. So in that there's a large skill boost as well as a personal skill boost, which is quite nice. A wee while ago I did used to run Cosmog in my Meowth, weekend Meowth stage, so it's an okay Pokemon. It's okay. And then it's just exactly the same team going in again with Mesprit. I'm not going to really be one leveling up Mesprit. I don't think it's got any good skills. It's not one I've ever thought of using, especially when there are psychic types that are much better. If you want to swap out one of the Pokemon, if you've got Duskull with Block Shot, just go with that. That'll help a wee bit. But it's not a hard stage. Gengar, you know it, it's easy. Nothing to say. It's a fine stage, there's no real issues with it. It's not too easy, it's not entirely difficult necessarily either, but it's just one that's gonna be there all week, and you'll see it when you log in, and you might play it once. I should probably check up, see if it's got any good skills, but I would sincerely doubt that it has. I've not seen anyone use it, so I doubt it's particularly useful. Then Winking Froakie, it seems like I went in with pretty much a bad team. Not going to fix that though, that's the stubbornness I wish to exhibit. Sceptile is absolutely useless on this stage because there will be a lot of Winking Froakies and normal Froakies, so my suggestion, maybe take some Shot Out type Pokemon, get a different Mega. If you wanted to take along Angry Pikachu, that could probably knock out this stage in just one hit really. But you could try taking along the Winking Froakie and the normal Froakie if you've got them. That might make this stage a lot quicker. And then you could just take along maybe a Beedrill. Something that gets it going fast, and if there's quite a few of the Froakies in the one space, it helps to get rid of them as well. That would be my recommendation. My recommendation is don't do what I've done. And that's it. Still not a difficult stage even with a fairly bad team. Then Infernape up next. Going in with Mega Tyranitar. You can always swap that out for something like Mega Gyarados if you like. I just like the Tyranitar, and because there are 20 moves to this stage, you've got plenty of time to get the Tyranitar Mega evolved. There's also Ash Greninja, just because it's Ash Greninja. It's powerful. It's not necessarily very reliable, but it's powerful. And then there's also Volcanion, which is reliable, but not very powerful. So there's some, I don't know if it's necessarily nice synergy, but there's some definite parallels in this team, as well as Tyranitar can just get rid of some of the Infernape that show up. Again, I don't think Infernape's necessarily a very good Pokemon. I've not seen people use it. I've personally not used it. It's just another one of those stage 2s that's a bit there we go, 6 moves left. Another stage I'm likely not going to grind too much. And then we've got Hitmontop towards the end of the video. Full psychic team, except kind of the Mega's not completely psychic, but it's good Pokemon nonetheless. Tapu Lele hasn't been skill swapped, so it's still able to get rid of a lot of disruptions on the stage. I think it does it at one point during this playthrough. And then we've got a couple of Mewtwo's. Shiny Mewtwo is pretty good just as a Mega. Has the same Mega effect as Gengar, Shiny Gyarados. And the non-shiny Mewtwo can just do a lot of damage with Psy Strike, Psy Burst, whatever that is. It's something. And Deoxys. It's Deoxys. A little bit extra power for your psychic types, but it's just because it's a fairly good Pokemon, not that I would necessarily choose to use or go for that skill over something like the Mewtwo's. And then lastly here we've got Winking Granbull. 300 coins for this stage. Celesteela, fantastic just to get rid of a starting board, and then after that, just like so many stages that you take your metal Pokemon along to, it's a case of just going ham with the Metagross, shiny Metagross. Couple of hits with that, and you're fine. If this is a stage that you want to grind throughout the week, this will probably be the easiest one. Not too difficult in the slightest, not too shabby. Some okay stages in there. See what you like. But thank you very much for watching, and how do, Mime Artists?
Eggs! Eggs! E-double-G-S eggs!